Hey everyone, good morning. All right. Oh, some more of that. Come on, let's get some energy up in here. There we go. Here it is. There we are. Okay. Okay. For kicking that off. Thank you so much, my friend. That's my friend Dino in the back there. You can say hi to him later. Say hi, Dino. Hi. Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Sinan Osmer. I'm the head of AI education at Fireworks.ai. I only got 3 minutes with you guys. Sorry, my watch is on this wrist. So I'm going to keep this a little tight, a little speedy. All right. So before you ask, that code works. So you want to write that down? That's on you. I'll have it with me at the booth as well. That code's going to get you $50 for credit on Fireworks. We got $50 more free credits on Fireworks back there if you sign a very quick form with us. Long story short, I'm a former mathematician, former lecturer of AI at Johns Hopkins. I actually built, as far as I'm aware, no one's ever corrected me, the first Gen AI company at Y Combinator back in 2015, before the Transformer even existed. Patented AI agents a couple years later. I've been writing textbooks, and I've been at Fireworks for about 2 months, where I want to teach you and tell you everything you need to know about getting started with Fireworks, both on inference and training. And that's really how we think about ourselves at Fireworks here, is we are an inference and training platform. You can choose from one of our over 250 open weight models to use on our platform. Several of them are token pricing, input, output, cached. You know the drill, same kind of pricing you'd get at OpenAI and Anthropic. Much cheaper Frontier Intelligence at Fireworks with your GLM 5.2s, your Kimi K3s on Monday, your DeepSeek V4s, you name it. Outside of inference, we also have training. We have managed and customized fine-tuning available for most of our models, and I want to kind of show you a little bit about both of those things. So if you are interested in training some kind of fine-tuning operation on an open weight model on Fireworks, we offer managed supervised fine-tuning, direct preference optimization, reinforcement learning. We have your GRPOs, your ORPOs, your GSPOs. Those are all real acronyms, I promise you. If I make one up, I will tell you about it. If you are familiar with fine-tuning, you should be able to get started. By the way, there's a link to our cookbook on GitHub on the bottom right here if you want to get started with a lot of examples. I wrote most of those myself, so if you have examples, I will know exactly what you're talking about. I can very much help you there. That being said, the cookbook has way more examples. I do want to walk through actually a quick example, not necessarily of fine-tuning, because you'll find a lot of those on our cookbook, but I did take the liberty of writing a kind of little fun kind of everyone heard of auto research? Andre Kalpathy, yeah, ever heard of him? Kind of a big deal. So I kind of took a little inspiration from him as a former ML engineer and now working in AI education. So here's the long story short. I use a very simple LangChain create agent with a GLM 5.2, which is, as of right now, definitely one of the top open weight models on the planet. So basically the idea is very simple. I give that agent a Daytona sandbox and I give it a task to perform. The task in question, one of my personally go-to favorite classification examples on Hugging Face, which is several hundreds of thousands of rows of data points here, where you give it a review of an application, and its job is to predict the number of stars given to that piece of text. So really all I did was say, okay, great, I'm going to run this agent in a loop, and I'm going to say all you have to do is take this Daytona sandbox, write me a training script to train a machine learning model to do this classification, and print out your validation set accuracy. And I do that in a loop over and over again, giving it its own code as context for the next round to see if it can actually get better at training the model. So it even starts off by failing, not actually training a model, then it consistently starts creating a model, gets better and better and better, except on the last try, it failed to beat its own validation accuracy. This is just really, honestly, what I would say is one of the easiest use cases of using Fireworks is using agentic inference with one of our serverless models. But if you are interested in doing inference or fine-tuning, you can find me in the back on the corner there with the losing my religion. That's a joke for you older folk out there. And $50 more free credit if you want some. But that's my time, folks. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what you all build.